Welcome everyone to Briar's Bane and the Lycanimos channel. We're here doing a little pre-recorded session for you guys because we're all currently traveling or doing other things. So we hope you
Time
enjoy.
traveling. We're
Time
coming
traveling,
from the past into
exactly.
the future.
Exactly. None of us will look exactly the same in any other time. Don't worry about
I
it.
don't know what
Let's
you're talking about.
roll right into rolling initiative.
Everyone. I'm so glad that my campaign D20 is so easily accessible. Not bad. I don't know the number for it.
What number?
13.
7.
You're like 3, right?
So we have 6, 7, 8, and 13.
Is that the right one? Is that 7?
13.
6, 7, 8, and 13. Well, then it looks like
6.
I'm going first, I guess.
Eight.
I always feel weird saying the name
7.
when we're gonna do it. It's like this person should go first. No, anyway.
Also, welcome
Go
to your
for it.
baseline lesson.
Hello, guys. I'm KJ. You can find me on the internet at some variation of KJ Cosplay because I couldn't market the same thing everywhere. Recently, not active anywhere. It's been a time for me in the last couple of months. But if you want to find me doing stuff, you can find me on Twitch. Every once in a while, I'll go live. Most of the time, it's drawing or playing a game with some buddies because I'm that person. I play in this campaign everyone's favorite albino ferret, Duke Alabaster Moore, who
I actually have another
definitely
favorite albino ferret. Okay.
Yes.
I have a favorite albino.
Wow.
Made up with this ferret.
Duke's my favorite, guys. So I don't know what all y'all are talking about.
Sorry, guys.
He's my
early.
favorite ferret,
I
okay?
can feel the love.
But you have a different favorite albino ferret?
Yeah. Don't think about it too much.
That feels like something Kurt would say, though, I think about
Yeah.
He would. That's me.
Where can they find? Oh, there. You can already know how to find it.
Yeah.
You already said it. I'm just oblivious. All right.
Hi.
Next.
I am Ruby. You can find me across social media. Ruby.girth.8. I do TikToks. I do Instagram Reels and all sorts of fun stuff. I play our roguish raccoon, Lavender Nittingham, in our current campaign. Who is definitely not at all traumatized and it's fine. Everything's fine. We'll see how all of this progresses. I'm really excited to do a flashback episode.
Really excited for that.
I'm also a resident dice maker. Ruby rolls resin. So if you need pretty mad rocks, let's talk. Yay.
All right. Next up.
It's me, right? It's Scree got
Yeah.
over. Yeah, it's me. Hi! It's not Scree, it's L in motion. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I just realized what I was saying because I put the title.
No, you're
Anyways,
good. It's fine. It's
this is-
early.
I do stuff online sometimes, mostly my friends, and then I spend twice as much time to actually edit and post them than it took to just film them with everybody. And months later, there'll be a video that comes out, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I remember filming that," and they'll be like, "Yes."
All I'm gonna say is there's a batch of filming that we did as early versions of Duke and Kerr that have never seen the light of day,
Okay,
and
but
they were
mostly-
over a year ago.
Mostly because Kerr's costume wasn't quite finished. And I'm
Yeah,
like, I can do
I know.
better now. I
I
just
just
want
think
to redo
it's
them.
funny.
Sometimes it's
We love to
hanging
see
out with my
pictures.
friends. I do cosplay for the friends parts. The video part that goes to the outer online world, I'm working on getting better at. I just want to trick my friends into hanging out with me. So that's why
Okay,
I
but your
spent
valuable life lessons video is amazing, and I love it. I watch it so much.
Wait.
That- I don't want to learn a valuable life
Oh, that one.
lesson.
It's
so good.
Ice cream.
Literally me.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I do stuff online sometimes with my friends. Mostly, I just like to make stuff all the goddamn time, and I do art. And I have commissions open soon, probably. I'll do that better, actually. So,
I just remembered we have the new break intro. Sorry.
oh
We
yeah,
do.
yeah.
New break.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited for that. You guys don't need to worry about that.
Anyway, thank you all for just
Oh,
being
wait,
the reason and my excuse to make art like this background, this overlay, and I did the little scrolls, so now our names are actually on the screen.
Now you know who
And
we
it's
are.
it's lovely, and I just like to do that because of everybody here. Anyways, so that's me. I'm Ellen Motion. In this campaign, I play our triple B threats, Barbarian, Badger, Korean, Tadaris, Cell, who a part of the trauma pie we've got going on with our group here is totally doing great with like any feelings of leaving home, possibly returning home, everything. He's doing awesome. We got this. Anyway, that's me.
And then the non-traumatized crust of our trauma pie.
Howdy, everyone. I'm Scree the Rat, or it's me, Scree. I play Scree. Our rat paladin is gonna be a hero. Just you wait. And I'm having a great time. I love you guys.
Amazing.
DM, your turn.
I love you.
And hello, I am Sir Satara. You can find me at Sir Satara pretty much everywhere. I'm kind of posting a little bit more some places now, or at least reposting. But you can mainly find me, you can mainly find me on Twitch at Zatara's Tavern, where I stream every Saturday except yesterday and Monday. Except
We
for
talked
next
about
week.
that ahead of time, though.
So yeah, I do things, I make stuff, and I mostly just talk to myself in different voices. So
And they've got a really cool Patreon that you should subscribe to help fund their stories.
We shouldn't pimp that out. It's my abandoned child. I'm sorry.
Listen, you gotta treat Patreon like all the rest of the social medias. That is actually
true.
the only way to use
It's
Patreon,
true.
is what
I
I've
do have a
discovered.
Patreon. There's 3 chapters of my book completed up on there currently. I'm slowly working on writing the 4th chapter. I post cosplay updates, I post life updates and stuff like that. And I swear that I will write chapter 4 probably on the ride to the Idaho Red Fair next week. So without further ado, we don't got any announcements for you. Yeah, that's next week,
No,
KJ.
that's 2 weeks.
Well, that's
Don't
2
date
weeks.
it. Don't date the episode. They're gonna know when we recorded this.
Yeah, they're gonna know when we.
Oh,
Week
it's
and a
fine.
half.
Well, it
Time
was
is
wrong.
really
It was wrong
wobbly.
anyway. It was
Thank
wrong
God.
anyway.
If
Time
it was
doesn't
happening
exist.
this week, I may
It's-
spontaneously combust because it's
It's
I'm
fine.
totally ready to
It's
go.
fine.
Me too.
Hey guys, guess what? And so, over the river and through the past, our journey does take us now. For time does travel far too fast, and none of us truly know how. So back to the woods on a small boat that could, we travel back with our friends to a simple time, and to end the rhyme with the river flowing fast. So, back into far before Umloa, far before delving into the caves underground and saving the slaves from the wretched slavers.
Before Thomas.
Before Thomas, before the fisher. We find ourselves on a small little chestnut boat, floating down the river. Tall, spindly silver trees, split with streaks of black, a slight mist kind of wafting between their bright orange and red leaves, casting various stained glass tones across you as you wake up to your second morning on the river. Having just left the funeral of one Willow Sturdy Spike, with the quest to find if it was true or not, our newly introduced troop is on their way. So, the sounds of the river waft by, little drawings have been cast upon the side of the boat, and the large sail with the starfish mole, not mole, shrew on the top is sailing down. What do you all wish to do? How do you spend your morning?
97 bottles of meat on the wall.
Scree hasn't slept at all. Scree doesn't sleep.
I imagine Scree's like at the like row, but like we locked it in place like hours ago before we all went to bed. So it's just been like we've been like on a pretty like straightforward path. Could I roll a stealth check, please?
Of course, roll a stealth check.
Great.
I 100% think Duke is still up in his little makeshift hammock, just kind of doodling the morning away, munching on some nuts and berries that he's got.
Oh, good.
Amazing. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 14. I'm trying to imagine what would my bonus be to this?
Well, you were level 2.
Level 2.
And if you haven't added anything to your dexterity since then, it would be the same.
All right. Well, all right. I'll just look at my dexterity then. So I have a 0 plus my dexterity, and I think I
just
have
add your
like
base bonuses to everything for this.
I think that's a good. That's smart. Good. We got that out of the way. Cool. So a 14. I suspected Duke would still be sleeping or hanging out in his hammock up above the rest of us. And this is
not that far above, but
so
what's my passive? Hold on.
Yeah, so that was a 14 for Kerr.
Amazing.
Kerr is trying to he so kindly thought Duke might want some water first thing in the morning, so he got a cup from the river, the icy cold river first thing in the morning. And Kerr is just like trying to get into position to just like dump and run.
All right.
Oh,
Duke, your passive perception is, I have it here,
which has not gone up. It's a 13.
It has gone up. It used to be at 12.
Did it really? Love that for me.
Oh, that's great. It went up a whole point, but either way, I do believe the 14 beats a 12.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
So, Duke, as you waft through amazingly non-traumatic dreams, you are suddenly thrust to an awoken state by a very large dumping of water upon your head.
There's this very interesting combination of things that happens. As soon as the water makes contact, the most noticeable thing is his normally kind of fluffy, well-maintained fur just shrinks as it gets wet, and he jumps and scurries up the main mast for a half second, kind of like a treed cat.
Like a baby cat.
And then like slowly starts sliding back down and it's just staring daggers at you. And it's just like, There's parts of his fur that are still fluffed, other parts that got hit by the water that are just matted clear down. It's bad.
And this is why there was so much tension between Kerr and Duke the entire
Yeah.
Good morning.
Here.
Wow.
Good morning, Snowdrop. How you sleeping?
I swear to all that is holy, Kerr, if you ever do that to me again, you're gonna hate your life.
Joke's on you. You're gonna have to try pretty hard to make me hate it more. Would you like something to eat? I think Lav was thinking about breakfast.
Duke will like go as close up to him as he can get, and will just shake the water off of him and fling it onto her.
As the smell of pillbug bacon starts wafting throughout the...
Now I'm hungry.
Lav's pulled out like this tiny little like metal grill and started a little fire and has some like bacon grilling on it and a pot of water boiling.
Oh, delicious.
I'm
Guys,
hungry now.
we need to get sponsored by some like B&B place or like something like that. Just
No.
like so we can play D&D in their breakfast place.
Film there too. Be able
Yeah.
to tag
Give
the
us like 5 years.
Yeah.
We also have some ideas.
The smells waft through the air as the mumbling song of Scree fills the air, and they kind of intermix around as the morning is fairly peaceful. On the sides of the bank, you can see various small families. A little family of beavers kind of pops up out of the waters and gives you a wave as you go by. One of their kids kind of like tries to keep up with the boat for a while before giving up and going back home. Twisting around turns, the water starts getting a little bit faster, and you can feel it starts getting a little choppy ahead. Who is currently, I guess it would be Scree, who's currently at the till. Make a perception check for me, Scree.
You got it.
And nothing can go wrong.
That is a 14 plus my perception. 15.
15? That is enough. As you progress forward and see the water's getting faster, you see that there's some rocks kind of starting to crop up out of the river. Not growing, but just popping up, like are in the river. And you can see there's a little bit of rapids ahead. So,
You guys, you might want to buckle down. I think the water's going to get pretty rough here in a second.
What's that you said, Scree?
You meant, whoa!
as you do that, you do manage to boom, boom, and the large chestnut shell kind of bunks into one of the rocks, and you start kind of, the whole ship kind of pivots a little bit, and you start kind of going a little sideways. How would you guys like to navigate this rapids section?
Grabbing the teapot in order for it to not spill.
Priorities.
Out of my brain.
Kerr, make a dexterity check as Lavender throws you a slice of bacon.
Oh, good.
Just serving breakfast.
Love this for her. I think seeing that there's rapids ahead, living in so many different places is a lot.
The bacon flies over the side and just
It looks
slips
beautiful.
into the water.
Oh boy.
It goes off.
Her in the face.
It's one of those like slow motion shots, like you know when you see like a dog trying to catch a ball in slow
He's like-
motion. It's like,
And it just
yep.
It just goes
In
in.
the face.
Some giant a catfish swims up and grabs it.
Yep.
amazing. I think seeing the rapids ahead, having lived in a lot of different places and adapting to a lot of different kind of lifestyles, he's probably taken his fair share of river adventures, especially in rapids,
Actually-
because they're stupid
Actually,
kids.
from where you live on the map,
Mhm.
seeing as you're from this area over here, you
Mhm.
didn't really journey to this river too much. So you actually haven't been too much in a river. You've kind of been more like in woodland and rolling plains and sagebrush kind of area, but not too much river travel, actually. From where you're from, there's way less rivers than here. The Silvermore and the
Like-
Menagerie are kind of like riddled with rivers.
20-year-old who's never lived in the same place twice. He's never had river adventures.
We've had like some, but
Sure.
not a ton.
Sure.
But keep going.
But like, as kids, you get stupid in water because it happens. So I can imagine what he's going to try to do, especially with the acrobatic
no.
tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Driving.
like if we get close. No, if we get close to a rock and it doesn't look like we're going to make it, he'll grab the edge of the boat, jump over, and try to kick us to alter
All right.
course.
Make a. We'll do an acrobatics check. It's very, very similar to some maneuvers you would do whilst in the circus with like the large ball juggling kind of thing.
Did we start at level 2?
I
or
feel
did
like
we start
this
started at level
experience
two.
Started at
might-
level 2.
Well, actually, we started at level 3. Technically, session 0 was the transition from level 2 to level 3. But just at
I
your
feel like
base
this is
kind of thing.
really going to
So
help us
just
later
at like
on,
a plus.
I'm just gonna
we
level
could
down my
use the
character.
skill of like
Okay.
pushing the boat around.
It's acrobatics?
Yeah.
I had good acrobatics from the start. What the fuck?
Yeah, you because
It's almost like you're an acrobat.
It's almost like you made that in your whole backstory.
That's fine. Plus a
Forgot you were an
7.
acrobat.
Plus a 7 makes it 22.
Nice. So as you start careening towards one rock, Duke flips over and kind of uses his noodly body as a spring to just kind of fling, ricochet you off as you start going towards. You see there's a sharp curve ahead in the rapids. Duke has already contributed to navigating this rapids. How would one of the rest of you like to navigate around this sharp kind of 90-degree turn in the river?
Remind me, does
Yes.
our ship have oars or like a?
It has a big it has like a big rudder in the back, so it's kind of like the rudder with the one
That's
handle that you
right.
can kind of go back and forth. And then it does have oars as well for propulsion when there's no wind or current. So those are the main ways of propulsion and navigation.
I think Kerr will grab one of the oars, and he knows he's seen them when people are also just docking to like help like steady against the dock and stuff like that. And so he's going to go up to one side and like keep an eye out for any specific objects we want to avoid, whether it's rocks or like any specifically sharp turns, and like kind of like shout a warning ahead if we need to.
All right. So Kerr grabs an oar and charges up to the prow of the ship and kind of like keeps ahead. You see that ahead of you there is the 90-degree turn, which at the current speed you're going, you will not make the turn and you will just ram into the side. So whoever does something to avoid this turn now has advantage on their next roll because of the forewarning from Kerr.
Which
Kerr, you can also do
Lavender
something.
being more towards the back of the boat, as she was cooking up breakfast, will keep like one hand kind of on her little stove and the other hand like sharp turning the rudder as much as possible.
I think Scree was at the rudder.
No, Spree was at the helm.
That's the same thing.
Same thing. There's
So
no
the helm-
steering wheel, it's just the rudder.
Yeah, so the helm of the ship is like the steering wheel, and then the rudder is what you're using to steer this ship. So like this is the layout of the ship is like this. Here, if this was a ship, the rudder is on this end with like the thing and this, and that's where Screw is kind of like lounging, like guiding the ship.
I thought Spree was at the front of the boat, not the back of the boat.
Yeah.
That was my
Kerr is currently at the front of the boat, guiding, like navigating with sight. Scree is lounging on the rudder out back, and the cooking area was kind of like to the on the side, kind of over here. So kind of like in that area. So essentially, so the rudder has enough range to go full motion back and forth. Kind of.
And where's Duke at?
Bring the
Duke-
ship back. Where's Duke?
Okay, it's almost like
Duke
it's
is
been
at the
literally 8 months since you've been on this boat.
Give me the ship. Bring it back.
Show us the ship. Zatar, bring
Bring
back the ship.
Where's Duke? Where's Duke hanging
Duke-
off of?
Duke is currently like
Okay.
on the side. Yeah. Here's
Good.
Duke.
Now we all
Here's
know.
Lev. Here's Scree. And here's
All right.
Kurian.
My theater of the mind is
Korean.
ready.
We're visual learners.
Alright. Scree, hard ports up ahead.
Got it. Port. Got it.
all right. Make a strength check for me, Scree, with advantage.
With advantage.
Mhm.
Ha 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 ha.
Scree's strong.
This economy. That is a 9 plus something. That's a 2 plus something. So my 9 plus my strength, which might have gone up.
Probably has.
Probably.
Do. I think you all had pretty base stats in the beginning, so do +5 because you also would be proficient in this, like proficient in like your strength stuff. So do a +5.
Right now, it's my strength is +3.
Oh wait, that's athletics check.
Am I wrong and dumb?
No, I was thinking you're proficient in athletics,
Yes.
so I was adding your proficiency to it. But I said strength check. It's early, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
12.
sorry. 12. Cool. So you start turning, and the boat that was with advantage.
Yeah.
You rolled that with advantage too.
Yeah.
Cool. And so it starts pivoting to the right, and you start making the turn, but it looks like you're almost just not gonna make it. You've kind of taken the turn a little wide, and you're kind of just slowly drifting towards the right side of the bank.
I'm trying.
So we got 2 successes, 1 moderate success. Lav, what would you like to do? To this little skill challenge here.
Is there possibly, because on the opposite side of the curve, is there a tree close to the water at all, perchance?
There are very many trees.
Cool.
The entire embankments of the river are kind of just riddled with the long, tall, spindly trees of the Silvermore wood. The like tall, wow! I literally birch trees. Jesus.
Could Lavender aim for the thickest tree possible with her chain knife and try to get a wrap around, so we kind of have that like pivotal point to continue that turn?
Absolutely. So you kind of charge up a little bit next to Duke and take out your chain knife and whip it out. Make a ranged attack for me.
Okay.
So attack roll plus your dexterity modifier, which you had. I think you had like a +3 when at the beginning.
Yeah.
I just went and leveled down a copy of my character that I've already made, so I just know what my stats are.
So would that be the
Technically,
attack
you
with
could
the
all go
chain
to the
knife,
one. Sorry, what was that?
or would that be the attack with the chain knife and dexterity, or just?
Yeah. So if you just use what the chain knife says, it adds that includes your dexterity.
Okay. So that's math, a 13.
13. All right, that's enough. That plus the roll from Scree, you kind of start drifting, and then you launch out your train. You don't wrap it around, but you manage to stick the knife in the tree enough, and it holds just enough to kind of jerk the boat back into position as you
These
manage
adventures.
to navigate through
This adventure's really jerking your chain so far.
the rapids of the river. The water around you starts to kind of subside, slow down, and the boat comes back to a nice, peaceful, kind of mundane, stationary position as you return your lazy drift down the morning river.
My half-baked thought is when we tried to record before and we didn't end up. We had people redeem hydrates in chat during the time frame that we were supposed to be recording. If we want to honor those and redeem them.
Hydrate. It is also morning, so we should all hydrate.
It is also morning.
Whew, after that, we all need a little A drink of water.
Stay home, game junkies. I got you.
All right. And you continue your trip. You have about another day's journey down this river before you get to the hypothetical location of where you're supposed to be going.
That's where I first stopped.
Is there anything you would like to do besides finish breakfast as you progress onwards?
Well, the eggs weren't supposed to be scrambled, but they are now, as Lavender hands out servings of a scrambled quail egg with
Lavender, is there
slices
more?
of bacon.
Is there more pillbug bacon?
Well, you
Just
could
like
have one of
bacon.
my slices. Because there were 2 slices a person. A critter.
You're an
And so Lavender will give Cutter one of the slices she was going to have.
You're an angel, Lavender. And then gobble gobble gobble.
Duke will kind of pick through. He won't eat his bacon because he doesn't do meats.
But sure as hell he's not gonna offer it up to Kerr.
Since have you looked at like some of the dietary things of ferrets? Because I
No.
have.
I have not. They eat bugs and stuff, don't they?
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
really up to the ferret.
Need to change up to the ferret.
Well, some ferrets, like genuinely, anyone who has them as pets, sometimes they're very picky about what they eat. So,
That's fair.
R star.
so he'll eat everything but his bacon, but we'll keep it over with him because, like hell, he's giving it to her. But he'll get back up in his hammock and we'll flip back open his little book and we'll start doodling again.
Alright.
Would Lavender realize that Duke did not eat his bacon?
I mean, you started with a passive perception of 15, so yeah.
That can peer through the walls.
I love that this is the first time in this game that this has ever come up.
It's fine.
You always are just eating. That's what happens. It just happens so fast.
Well, also he's spent a decent amount of time at the Heather's Vigil, where they just kind of like have almost like
spread.
style, so we're just able to grab things.
Yeah, most of the meals you've had have been a kind of spread situation because you've like eaten at the casino, you've eaten on the boat, or the Dulcimer, the big like steamboat. So you haven't had to like make, besides traveling on like this, which we typically don't focus too much on. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. As you continue to journey down the river, the banks of the river grow and kind of arch, and you can see the long, worn edges kind of erode and curve. Roots from the trees spindle down. You can see various small little bugs, some bigger ones kind of. A large dragonfly flies over and around your boat and leaves. And every so often, out in the distance, just through the spindly trees, you can see just the silhouettes of large primal beasts trundling through. A squirrel kind of climb up and around and disappear into the fog. Both terrifying and impressive. While the primal creatures are massive and foreboding, not all of them are predators. Some of them are still just prey creatures that have grown and escalated in size. It's a lot different when you see a bear or a honey badger or any of the actual predatorial creatures appear. They usually stay pretty far off. Seemingly the Autumn Ram River is a fairly safe place to travel, seeing it as the main thoroughfare of the Silvermoor Wood, the fastest way to get from one place to another, especially if you're planning on going to one of the major cities, such as Umloa. Another hour or two passes. Fairly uneventful. Duke sways back and forth in his hammock. Kerr kind of paces around, pulling small little pranks here and there, as Lav continues to kind of check her kit, make sure she has everything she needs, and Scree goes to the prow. What would you like, Lav?
Can Lavender sleight of hand check to steal Duke's bacon back?
Way back. Retractive check. Breakfast check.
Yeah.
Like, giving him plenty of time to eat it if he wanted to,
Sure.
but then realizing
Definitely
he's
cold
not
now.
going to.
I'm also, let's be honest, unless someone else volunteers to do dishes, Lav was probably also in charge of that. So I think you got some good sleight of hand opportunities there.
Yeah. So roll sleight of hand as you go around and collect everyone's dishes. You grab one of the nets from the side of the boat, hypothetically used to catch various underwater, like water bugs and things like that for food. What'd you roll?
Put the dishes in and like wash them as we're going. Yeah. I rolled a 17 for that sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So as you scoop the plates into the net, you pocket the bacon and then just kind of push the net overboard and let the current of the river wash the dishes for you.
Mm-hmm.
As you do, though, with your passive perception, you notice something odd floating down the river. You're floating with the current, and this is it's floating with the current, but it's not quite as fast. It's the large cap of a red and white spotted mushroom just kind of bobbing, about the size of a sewer drain almost. Massive. And probably a very good food source for your new party as you traverse down.
Poke it with my spoon, kind of trying to get it closer to the boat.
Make a slight hand check for me. As it's kind of progressing, you kind of like aim and you can kind of try to time the interactions between the two.
Yeah. Dirty 21 on that sleight of hand.
Dirty 21. All right. So as you...
Every 21's dirty, but you know.
As you try to time it to almost kind of like skewer the top of it with the stick you have, you reach out and...
Not skewer it. You want to keep it intact. Like, you gotta get those slices nice.
No bruising.
As you try to acquire the mushroom, it floats by and it almost seems to stick to the stick as you poke it. And then as you lift it up out of the water, succeeding in your acquisition, you notice that there's tiny little arms and tiny little feet that kind of just start waving, and you just sort of as you lift up, and it seems as if you've raised a small little humanoid mushroom out of, not humanoid, but like regular mushroom shaped with just the tiny little arms and legs, and there's just a small kind of eyes are jammed shut. You can see tiny little mycelium tears going down, and just a big mouth that's just crying and crying.
And he's stuck to my spoon.
It seems as if he wasn't stuck, but his one little tiny hand is kind of grabbed onto the stick, realizing that there was something to get him out of the water.
Am I back?
Has he been trapped?
Yeah, you're back at the rudder.
Okay. Duke, are you okay?
Dude, just like... What?
If you need to like talk, that's
That's not me!
what? I'm just gonna actually look up. See what's going on.
Offended.
And overboard. Shroom. But and Lavender will kind of like pull it up onto the chestnuts.
Deck.
As you pull it onto the deck, it just kind of plops. Plop.
And kind of like check it over, do a medical check, I guess.
Yeah.
Also,
Like,
never
Mushroom anatomy. Sure.
I mean, you've
Kirk
cooked a lot of mushrooms. I'm
like
sure
it
you're pretty
doesn't
familiar.
CPR or anything.
Kirk comes over to help out, because you know he's a little curious. Is like, laugh.
Duke's like leaned over the edge of the hammock, like, what is going on?
That's a 21.
Jesus.
Having cooked many a mushroom.
Mushrooms get real like soggy and like bleh, when they're wet.
They do. It's gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Don't mind me as I constantly fight with my camera. You walk over and kind of like try to dry it off as best you can, and you don't understand a single thing this mushroom is saying, if it's saying anything. It just seems to be making these strange kind of gargling noises, like its eyes open, and you just see kind of like these black voids with these small little, almost crystalline pupils. They're kind of like almost look like small little diamond rocks that form the pupil of their eyes as it looks towards you. And kind of goes, it's kind of.
I will try Thieves' Cat. See if it understands me.
Seemingly no effect.
Kerr is
No
also
recognition there. Okay.
Kerr's
None
also
at all.
watching. He picks it up by its foot and like holds it upside down.
Duke just like smacks her in the back of the head to get him to put him back down. We don't hold things by their feet.
It's not a person. It's a mushroom.
With sentience,
You
have
don't know
a
that.
bit of a soul, would ya?
I mean, pill bugs have sentience.
Will
I'm
help
just-
the little mushroom back down on.
Lavender will also take her handkerchief and kind of like dry its little tears
Oh.
as much as possible. Be like, there, and like give the little pat. How tall is it?
It's about half the size of Scree, but its top
That's a
is
big
like
mushroom.
guys-
oof.
It's a big little
just
guy.
a fun little guy. A fun guy.
A fun guy. Just a fun guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. That's fair. Yeah.
There we
Oh,
go.
pretty glad. We're worried you cut out for a minute after some really,
Yeah, so
a
he's
really
about-
funny joke.
Oh,
It's about
man.
half the size of Scree,
Glad I
and
missed
then it's his like his cap is very, very wide, kind of like he's wearing one of those cone Asian style hats, which I don't know what they're called.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all right. So Kerr's just like poking it in the mushroom like cap and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Are they wearing anything like clothing wise? Like any?
Seems like he has some
distinguishing
tiny
features?
little shoes on his feet that are just kind of like little tiny slippers with a hard bottom. Nothing else.
I would like to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. You cast speak. Wait, you don't have that yet.
Paladin level 2 or level 3.
I'm like,
I don't think
would-
so.
would-
Did you have that?
I don't
I
remember.
I feel
Oh
like
wait, no,
you-
yeah, you did. Sorry.
had that
believe
spell.
It's a
For
first
some reason,
level.
for some reason, my
had that
brain.
spell a lot. Like
Yeah,
really
sorry.
early
For some
on.
reason, my brain was like, "You didn't have spells yet." No, you're right. My bad.
I do have magic.
You has magic.
You do.
Okay,
That's
you
how
cast
we
speak with animals.
That's how we got
And
Worm
his-
on our
Yeah,
side
its
so early
desperate cries still just sound like desperate cries.
I was like, if we had like speak with plants,
I
I
got
feel like
nothing
that
to
would
this.
be more appropriate.
I don't know what this guy is.
Guy starts
Where
standing
is
up and just starts
mine
wandering
now?
around the boat. As Lavu close it and is like, "Ah!"
I'll proffer him a piece of my pocket bacon.
He like sniffs it.
I'll like take a bite of it first and then proffer it back.
Wait, what if he's part pill bug? That's cannibalism.
like wriggles out of your hands and just starts wandering around the boat, like just like bloop bloop bloop, stopping, bloop 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 bloop, stopping. See, he goes to the prow where Kerr was during the rapids, and just starts sucking on the side of the boat.
Sucking.
Huh?
I'm gonna.
I think possibly some things in life are not to be understood. Do you want to see how far I can throw it?
No!
Oh yeah.
No!
Kidding, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Where did
Are-
it come
were
from?
you-
Did
you.
you
Weren't
borrow
you
it?
kidding?
I'm always kidding. Unless it's funny. Then I'm absolutely not kidding.
I thought you were a badger, not a goat.
That's a good point.
The puns are on point today.
Well, listen, the goats don't have
No,
monopoly on
we're
all
not
the jokes.
throwing him. He's mine now.
Okay, if I go, I'm gonna try to like stick him from the side of the boat.
Okay, make a strength check for me.
Oh boy. With my
As you go and tug, and you realize that he is fully suctioned.
with my 0 strength modifier. No, not a chance. That's a 1.
There's a 1.
Oh,
You try to pull him off, and he's just like, nope, fully affixed.
Part of the
We'll
boat.
just kind of like pat him on the mushroom cap. Turn around, I was like, I guess that's his home now.
Kerr like looks around. Stripes, where did you find it? Was it just in the river,
There's
or
nothing in the river. I thought it might be good to eat, but
well,
Does it seem like a homeboy is causing damage to the ship, or is he just kind of suctioned in place?
Make a perception check for me.
That's what I'm worried about, because we told the Vole that we borrowed this boat from that we would return it to him in good condition.
and canonically we did. So
We did.
no matter what happens, it's all going to be fine.
I'm down to retcon.
21.
21.
Damn.
As you look, you notice that kind of like you kind of get close and try to catch a glimpse of the ship when the few times you
Is
kind of like let
also
go and
just
breathe
kind
and
of
goes.
like listening to it as well to see if there's any kind of active, like continued sucking noise or
You-
anything.
Do hear the sound of munching, but as you look, it seems as if the spot it found on the ship was coated with a layer of lichen. And it seems to be kind of sucking off the lichen and eating the lichen off of the side of the ship, and seems very satisfied by it.
Mm-hmm. Well, just kind of like
I know this isn't how mushrooms work. Don't worry about it.
So this one works.
it's fine.
That's
I will like slowly turn back to everyone else.
I've ever seen.
I don't think it's damaging the boat. I think it's eating the lichen off the side of the boat. I think that's what's happening.
Well,
you would say it might liken it. I'm not
Um,
sorry.
It's a side eye.
Hold on,
Mhm.
let me get this straight. You caught the weird crying fish. You've adopted it, and now it's cleaning the boat.
Yeah.
It's rather helpful to me.
I mean,
Once
you know,
it leaves my paintings alone, I'm good.
this is probably like some bigger mushroom fish's child. We can't just
Oh,
kidnap him.
Northern have very childlike features. Huh? Oh, it's a bigger mushroom. A bigger mushroom than this?
Duke will like just sit
I'm not
right
sure if
next
I'm
to
hungry
where
or scared.
Duke's gonna just sit right next to where this thing is and like wait for him to detach eventually, and is going to try to communicate with him, like not verbally, like in motions, try to see if that gets a point across better than what we've tried. But we'll just patiently wait for him to finish what he's doing.
he kind of like slowly starts to move down the side of the ship,
Just like
And after,
mowing
like-
a clean
yeah.
line.
just like, and it's like a algae eater fish along the side of a fish tank. There's just a clean streak of chestnut shell, and so until it finally removes itself from the thing and just kind of plops. You see, there's a little like pudge, and it just kind of sits and goes. Then it kind of stares at you all.
Well, all right. If we're not going to eat it, I'm going to take a look at the top side. And Kerr climbs up to Duke's hammock and just like plops himself down in there.
I hate that. Anyway, Duke will just like. Oh, I think this is how it is in sign language, but it will point at the mushroom. Because this is name, right?
Well, he already didn't know thieves can't. I already
Which,
tried.
yeah,
in our world,
which these can't
is basically
sign language. So like it responded to your wave, but as soon as you start doing anything more complicated, it just kind of like looks at you blankly.
Blink, blink.
We'll just point at him.
Oh.
I just imagine KJ going up to a baby and just being like,
Sure.
As you hold your finger out, the mushroom kind of like waddles up and just goes.
No. Like, trying to pull the
it's
hand
eating
away.
Duke!
You pull your finger away. It doesn't chase after it. It makes a little popping sound.
Huh. Will
Uh,
kind of points at him and then like around in a questioning look.
Just gets up and starts waddling around the ship again.
Okay.
Kerr
As
starts to
Lavender's like
play
patting
his
it dry
guitar.
and trying to take care of it.
It makes like little squish sounds every time it walks, and a little bit of water like comes out of its mycelium body.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. And also, Kerr, you better move.
Make me.
Duke will go over and try to flip him out of the hammock.
Make a strength check for me.
Sure.
You know when you have an older sibling you're trying to pull out of or push out of a chair?
Actually, I
you
love
get?
that I'm only using the campaign set dice,
Uh-huh.
like the D20. That's a natural 20.
Oh.
I have no additional modifiers, so it's just a 20.
Okay.
Which you can roll an opposing strength check, Kurt.
No, I think Kerr didn't think that Duke would have this much like fire in him this early in the day, and that at this personal offense. And so Kerr was just thinking like, I'm just gonna settle in, and nothing's gonna and just gets knocked over on his ass.
Duke kind of uses some like acrobatics to use momentum to poof and just kind of boop you out of the hammock as you boom tumble on the ground. The mushroom like runs over to the to you and just goes.
Oi, you could have just asked nicely. See?
What's the fun in that? We'll hop back up into his hammock.
Alright,
Don't make it
Kerr-
upset,
Kerr picked
dude.
him up. You're absolutely right. It's a completely rude behavior. Don't be sad. It's okay. Just like does like the
Says you.
placating.
As you kind of hold him close, the crying does stop.
He just picks on me all the time. Just no sense of respect.
Venting.
Motherfucking. Okay.
Now you need a name. If we're going to hold on to you before we eat you, then we gotta give you a name.
Release you. This mushroom fish you found.
Mm-hmm. Mushroom fish. What's his name should be? I'm kind of like Spots.
What if he already
Or-
has a name?
What about Dottie then? Until we find out his other name.
It's just a placeholder, I suppose.
Like Dottie. Yeah.
And
Okay,
anytime that he's kind of maybe tried to talk to us and we just haven't understood him, is there any kind of pattern to it?
There's a few times where it seems like it could possibly be speech, but it really just sounds like mumbled gobbledygook. It's like blah 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 blah.
I am imagining like the Animal Crossing talking.
Yeah.
Pretty
Oh,
much,
That is
yeah.
100%.
Could I possibly make a nature check on this thing?
Yeah, make a nature check on it.
I got nothing, guys. Like, I have message, but it doesn't say like a creature doesn't have to speak the same language as you, so I'm like, it probably would just be whatever
I guess what-
language I speak.
What would my plus actually be on that?
Um,
Because I have proficiency in it.
so that means you probably have always had proficiency in it, which is at least
Yes.
+3. And nature is a intelligence based?
I thought it
Or
was
is it
wisdom.
wisdom?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Nature's a wisdom.
Okay.
No, nature is intelligence.
What?
Yeah. I have my skill tree, like the skills open, and it's intelligence.
So hypothetically, that would be a +5 for me, which means it is a 24.
24.
Jesus.
Lav using all of her culinary expertise to be like, what do I know about mushrooms and about society, and how can I intertwine the two?
So you recognize there's some things you from that, since seeing as it's a very good roll. You can easily tell that it's from the Amanita muscura class, which is just the red top, white spotted mushroom class of mushroom. And your brain goes into a variety of ways that you could prepare it. But you think a little
Lavender,
bit more about it. Sorry, continue.
Lavender, not quite being able to help herself, does give him a small lick.
Make a Constitution saving
We
throw.
don't
No,
lick people,
But I
man.
specifically have
Are you resistant to poisons?
yes.
Make
that
a
is a-
Constitution saving
Well,
throw.
but is it a fun type of mushroom? We are saying he's a fun guy.
That is a 15.
15. Your tongue goes numb for a moment. And it starts crying again.
Oh
And like scrambles up into Kermore as you lick it. But as you try to think of like the various types of mushrooms you know, or anything that you've learned, you remember that Droplet got very intrigued and a little obsessed with the Evergloam at one point. And that supposedly in the realm of the Evergloam, there are a sect of people that are mushroom folk who very rarely ever venture into this realm, but do exist. And that's pretty much all you know. Not much is known about them.
Home, friend.
It just kind of looks at you and blinks.
I mean, Droplet had said there occasionally are rifts in the woods. And things come through, but never seen anything before.
Oh, so it's maybe just like a bit of a world traveler. Is that what you are, Dottie? That's what you are. It's like not actually tossing them up, but just being like a 1, 2, and lift.
Like a
1, 2, lead.
As you do that, it's like,
Yeah, Dottie. Auntie Lav promises never to lick you ever again. Unless there was something fun about it. Kurt like does like just like an eye to eye real fast, like
Scream
spice.
from the helm. Don't lick the baby.
You know it's bad when
With Scree is the voice of reason.
Scree's the one saying not to lick something.
I was gonna say. Well, until it wanders back to where it came from, then we'll just, I don't know, play with it. How far are we before we want to disembark? Are we still another days out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting close to the tail end of your journey, but you still have about another like sleeps. Like you'll still have another rest of this day, one sleep, and then halfway through the next day, essentially.
Okay.
So do you guys know how to take care of a baby mushroom fish child?
Well, it's not from here, and it doesn't want my bacon.
It eats lichen, apparently, as we can see, which, looking at like the streak that it cleaned off, I think we'll be able to find food for it. It might sleep. We look down at it's like dark blinking eyes.
Oh no. But like, how are we gonna keep it entertained? I've never had a baby mushroom fish child.
I mean, I think you're generally entertaining Scree, so I don't think you'll have any problem with that.
That's fair.
Well,
I've
now-
got 2 younger siblings, so entertaining kids isn't really that hard of a thing to do.
Alright.
This is start crying.
Good. Fix it.
I
Excellent.
think it likes the
Continues.
colors in your hair.
Yes, you have good taste. Do you like my colors? Yes, you do. And just like lets it like grab and pull at them. It just does it try to eat it.
It starts sucking on your hair.
Mhm. I don't think you can eat that, but if you can, we're about to have some really fun, interesting reactions right now.
It
Just like baby
lets go.
talking a bit.
It lets go, and it seems as if all the color has been removed out of the spot that it was sucking on.
Oh,
Sure. Listen, you here. You little... Now,
taking away your punk.
Which as you see as you remove it, one is like some of its under frills kind of go a little purple.
interesting. Now listen, I didn't know you could do that, and I'm pretty sure you didn't know you could do that, so we're not going to be very aggressive about that right now. But now that we know this will happen, you're not going to do it again, because colors are expensive, and I don't know where I can get this color anymore. It's discontinued, so... Shake on it.
It's a very vast hair dyeing market in the world of Teleday.
We don't have the glass for that right now.
Shake on it, and like I'm sure it does just the blank face thing. So Kerr just like picks up his little hand and just like shakes it. Good, yes, Dottie. We've agreed to this now. If it happens again, it's called
just
punishment.
It's called punishment.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Scree, do you want to play with Dottie?
Oh, you know, my head, the rudder is, the water's so choppy. I gotta make sure we're safe.
Aha. All right, Duke, you've said you hang out with kids.
Yeah.
Good. All right, your turn.
I don't want him to steal a dye from my scarf.
Duke will plop down. Will take off anything that he considers valuable, so all of his jewels, his diadem, everything like that, to make sure it doesn't get lower. And we'll just kind of sit crisscross in front of him, tail on his lap, and we'll just, like you do with a little baby who just babbles at you and you don't understand, we'll just kind of mess around and play with it.
So, as you play with him, roll a performance check for me.
Sure. 18.
18. Very nice. So
Kerr's
as
not even used.
you all kind of go around, so as you
Not even impressed.
Not even a little bit. No stunning happens. What a world. Um, so as you all go about your business, Scree stays at the rudder. Kurt kind of returns to the front, and Lav finishes up. It's more than clean, but you all kind of go about your business. You all just start hearing these kind of gargling as the small little mushroom baby starts laughing hysterically at the antics of Duke. And I need you all to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh no.
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Excuse-moi?
Sorry.
Oh no. This is
Advantage on
gonna
wisdom saving throws.
real interesting.
Why is that, KJ?
Because I rolled a natural 1, which makes it a
You know
3.
I'm gonna grab a cur dice for this.
11,
17?
17.
Wisdom. I can have 1. So 17.
17. All right. So, Kerr and Scree, you just hear this like laughing, and you feel kind of like a slight haze come over your mind for a second. But Duke and Lav, as kind of to the rhythm of the laughing, you see just these flashes of images of a dark world that is glowing with these neon purples and blues and shrouded in this mist. And you just see a flash of a giant stump covered with bioluminescent mushrooms and seemingly has little tiny hollows that light is coming out of. It then flashes forward more to see just groups of mycelium folk kind of roving around, kind of bobbing from a perspective of someone being carried, and then finally the image of 2 tall live mushroom folk kind of leaning in towards you and smiling, and you just hear, "Now that's my good Asher."
Asher.
I like Dottie better.
And then as the laughing subsides, the images kind of disperse.
I think there's definitely a moment where, like, as the giggling has happened, Duke kind of dissociates for a second, and then when he comes back to, I know his name.
What?
Yeah, his name is Dottie.
Asher.
I hardly know her.
I like
Why do you ask?
Dottie.
Its name is Asher.
Knew it was gonna happen. Does the mushroom react to being hearing the name Asher?
Not when Duke says it, no.
Not in our language.
No.
We already picked a name, Duke.
But that's his name.
How did you get Asher from Dottie?
Yeah, those don't even sound similar.
He started laughing. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I don't care. We're dealing with a sentient mushroom here. Images.
You also saw this, Lav, as well.
Images up here of. You said there.
I'll let them all believe that it's crazy.
That's fine. You said there's a place called like the Underglow, whatever.
The Everglow.
Everglow. I think that's what that was. Very dark. Lots of mushroom people. Tall, lithe ones. I think that's what the adults look like. They call them Asher.
I'm gonna leave the rudder and kind of waddle over to Kerr. I think Duke's getting high from the baby fumes.
It was only a matter of time between Lav and Duke. Their fortitude's just not as good as ours is.
I think Lav's doing okay, but I think because Duke's near the baby, he's getting high.
Honestly, perhaps. It's also likely he saw what he saw. Duke doesn't usually exaggerate too much.
No, I've only known this guy for like 3 days. We don't know that.
Fair.
I also don't think he would try to tell us something crazy, considering he doesn't really like me very much. So I don't think he
You
cares.
could make an insight check if you wish.
No, it's fine.
That's fine.
Cool. I understand.
We could just let this progress.
It could be like some kind of magic high. Duke, do you feel funny in any way?
No?
Any numbing sensations?
No?
This
Motherfucker. Okay, I'm gonna like Duke will
Yeah,
look at Lav, like still kind of messing with the child here, but like we'll look at Lav and like does do I get a feeling?
Make a deception
Insight?
check, Lev.
Oh, never.
I'll make
And then make an insight check, Duke.
I'm like, I am barely good at deception.
Like,
That's
yeah,
a 14.
14.
I rolled a 14 and I have a +3. So
Ah!
You can tell there's like a little bit of sass happening from Lev. Like,
Duke just kind of looks at you, squints the eyes,
Respect.
and we'll go back to the child.
The child.
with Duke entertaining the child and the rest of you going about your business, what would the rest of you like to do on the rest of your journey? Or for the next little bit of your journey, at least.
I think Kerr kind of like takes a look ahead on the river just to see if there's any more floating mushroom heads.
Make a reception check for me.
Oh, that was cocked. 11 plus. Actually, what's perception? Wisdom. 11 minus 1 is 10.
You see just the floating caps of two. No.
I was like,
It's a really dark turn. No.
The caps alone, no bodies.
The caps alone, no bodies.
Really sad.
Looking down the river, it looks fairly clear. The river seems to flow smoothly. There's no further obstructions ahead. You see, kind of lounging against one of the trees, there's an otter folk who has a line in the water, just kind of casts it out and leans against a tree, trying to catch some fish.
hey, laugh. I just go over to.
Fish, minnows.
Have you noticed that Duke isn't wearing their like crown thingy?
Did. I don't think they wanted to get it dirty with that child.
So I'm just saying, while they're like communicating to Asher and maybe a little distracted and high, you should go try it on. They're probably, they won't notice.
I swear to God.
It's not like we ever gave Duke.
Stealth check it.
Yeah.
No,
Make a stealth check.
in
Make a stealth or a
retrospect-
sleight of hand check. I mean, they're kind of the same thing, but
In retrospect, it makes sense why Duke took a while to warm up to the rest
Yeah.
of
Mhm. I want to hear
the group. Is
I wanna
still
hear-
possibly warming up to the group.
no. Don't want to hear no heat at me about how much conflict there was in the main game. This is what Duke had to deal with for the first like few weeks, you guys.
days.
And then-
For 2
And
days.
for 2 days, and then he died.
But you came
Okay.
back.
Sure, but that's still traumatizing.
Yes.
Whole
That
point was
happens like
behind Duke.
that happens like 3 days from now.
Yeah.
Duke
Fine.
dies
Duke
within the
dies.
first week of meeting you guys. He
It's very
dies.
important. We all
it makes it hard to
instantly-
trust people
We
when
all
you die within the
instantly
first
bonded
week of knowing
over
people.
teasing you, though, and that's
Yeah, the
why
rest
the
of us
bonds were
are
so
still
strong to bring you back. We just love teasing you that much.
Oh my god.
Good lord.
So Lavender kind of specifically behind Duke. Puts on the diadem.
He left all of it in the hammock.
Oh wait, what did you roll?
A 24.
Yeah,
24.
Lav just rolled. That's all we need
Yeah.
to know for the most part.
Cool. Yeah,
Lav
that's
16.
way higher than
yeah.
Duke's passive
No,
perception.
he's
That's
not-
literally
because I'm
double
gonna be
Duke's passive
sneaky.
perception.
It's not
No
funny.
idea.
What kind of motion you scream like, we like it?
You do notice as you put it on,
I kind of do like a little like Dukey
So-
flourish thing.
one little
Get
thing
away.
because I know what this item is. As you put it on, when you picked it up, you've only ever seen it on him, and it never really paid a ton of attention to it. When you go to pick it up, it looks handmade. Not quite sure by who, but this looks handmade. It looks like it's well loved, well taken care of. And as you go to put it on, it's very clearly built specifically for Duke. So it's small on you. It doesn't fit like it does on him.
It kind of just like
on the
rests.
beret.
You have to kind of like tilt it
Yeah.
over one of your ears.
And it's not
the only
it's
time you'll see Lab without the beret.
and it's
Too,
not
beret, but not
like what mine is, where it's a full circle. It looks like it's been bent to curve a little bit, so it sits just above his ears and curls behind his ears a little bit, and then goes down into the point on his forehead. So it doesn't fit you at all.
Yeah.
But it's like,
But it's fashion.
yeah, it's cool.
But there's something, you can't tell what it is. There's something about this that it's not entirely what it seems to be.
It's a mimic.
Sure.
Oh my god! Spoilers for the main campaign.
We'll
Spoilers.
never know.
Well, it's gone now, so who
She did a
knows?
little happy dance thing.
I refuse to think it's gone forever.
It's gone.
Bottles of mead.
You guys are playing the baby.
Pass it around. 99 bottles of mead.
And then we'll adjust the beret back on and
Never
like,
happened.
these mirrors.
Mhm.
Nothing happened. We're good.
Yeah, no. Very good. Did you feel fancy? Chad?
Very fancy. I think it's also my favorite.
Did you feel bonita?
I think
Well,
I think
do
the
you
really
see
funny thing is, if you really wanted to, all of his jewelry is there except for his ear piercings.
Oh no!
I can put it all on.
Just
I think you should. I think you should just wear it around until he notices.
Just the spoils of
I don't want to
war.
piss him off that bad.
Yeah, it's true. Only one of us is directly like aggravating to Duke at the moment. Goes out of their way.
I just want to see if we could.
Lavender will do a quick like, meh? You want to try?
Can I make a stealth check to join one?
Make a stealth check, yeah.
I love this for you guys. But also, this is such a funny moment that's happening because whenever we get to do filming, if ever in person again, you guys can actually film this moment.
That'd be so fun.
That's
I'll
a
start building the
thing.
boat.
So,
Everyone get ready for the high seas
Wait, what
on the
did you
river.
roll?
like high knees.
Just doing the Kronk snake.
As I go over to Lav.
What did you roll? I didn't hear you.
6.
6.
Which is
no.
why.
So as you're entertaining the kid, Duke, you see the kid just start laughing hysterically at something behind you.
Duke will like turn around.
And you just see Scree and Lav twirling around and essentially just pretending to be you with your kitten gear.
Duke will like
Cat powers.
fully pivot around to be sitting facing them and will like move the mushroom child to be in front of him so that he still has that bit of awareness of them, and we'll just stare at them and wait for them to notice that he's watching.
Which Lavender
I've
was
noticed-
fairly quick.
Yeah, with your
Because-
passive perception.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things where like Lav, you're
It's like a very, like, wow.
I am so strong and so fast. Fast.
Having fun, are we?
I mean, seems like it's great to be you.
Oh, hey! I didn't think that you were,
Wearing the crown.
Which probably fits Scree a lot better because of his size.
Because Scree and Duke are
Pretty neck and neck.
pretty. It's
Yeah.
pretty much the same size.
Yeah. I think Duke technically has like maybe like a half head on Scree because Scree's
Yes.
the tiniest.
Duke's,
but-
Yeah.
Duke's
Like
got a
length,
little
then
bit.
it is
but
stuck.
like, yeah, because both of us, most of our length is in our tails.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair.
Screw's gonna like, I didn't think, what's that behind you? I don't have the skill yet, but I'm working on. What's that behind you? Quick, Lav, take it off.
Scree.
Put it all back.
Great. It's fine. Just put it back. It does look nice on you.
Which, as Scree says, "What's that behind you?" You see the baby kind of jumps up and starts waddling towards where Kerr is, and Kerr, you see some shimmering mist kind of start rolling in from the sides of the riverbank as you progress forwards.
Oi! Shit's going on.
Sorry, I'm putting it back, Kerr. Jeez.
Kerr looks over. Ah, nice. In the mist, like, is there like, can I see the rest of the forest through it, or does it kind of have like an opaque, can't really see through all of it at the moment?
Make a perception check for me.
Ooh, the deception.
Duke will go over and take the crown back from Scree, make sure there's no extra fur in it that's not supposed to be, and we'll put it back on and put the rest of his kit back on.
Oh, good, that was me. Yes, yes. That is a 16.
16. As the mist kind of grows and rolls in, billowing as if released from almost like a dry ice container which just opened and just... You can see through it at first, but then it does become opaque and kind of obscure the river ahead of you. And you just start seeing these tiny little twinkles, like small little fireflies. Not like, well, you haven't met the Fox Lord yet, but not like will-o-wisp size, but little tiny, like, almost sparkles that seem to shimmer and shift through, like someone poured, like, a bowl of mica powder through it, and it's just shimmering.
Mm.
And you, at this point where the little mushroom runs up and goes, "Bah! Bah! 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 Bah!"
You excited about that, Dottie? All right. About how far from shore are we?
You're pretty much in the middle of the river, and the river is about 15 acorns wide.
Okay.
So about 10-ish feet either way. A little bit, give or take.
Scree, can you give us a gentle angle towards the mist? Hail!
Oh, yeah.
Starboard!
Yes.
All right. As you start pivoting, are you trying to avoid the mist, or?
Kerr's trying to direct us get close to it, but not too
Oh,
close,
it is
because-
taking the entire
it's going
river ahead
over
of
us
you.
already. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
like
in
it's
that case,
overtaking
we
the
don't have
entire
to-
river now.
We don't gotta like aim for it then. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, get ready for possible fuckery.
Lavender will like grab Scree and well, I probably Duke's shoulder, Scree's hand and Duke's shoulder, be like, so let's not get lost here, cause it's a little spooky.
What if we can?
It's a little fog.
Mhm.
You submerge
Oh.
yourselves into the mist, and the bright autumnal rays dissipate. And you just kind of enter this shimmering void almost, which is disconcerting. The water is still around you, but the birds have gone. The insects, the general noise of the wood. The only thing you can hear is the water beneath you. And the bah, 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 bah of the mushroom.
Alright, we can try.
Um,
Badger
and
beast mushroom, so we're fine.
Badger speaks mushroom. Mushroom.
I kept trying to think of a clever way to insert the song, and I'm like, I can't find it, so I'm just gonna let it happen.
Whatever could it be?
And Lav, you're the only one to notice at first with your passive perception, but the kind of silhouettes of the trees on the side of the bank disappear and shift into kind of curved forms that bloop bulbous out into large round tops, and vines kind of arc over above you, and it's almost as if you've entered a slight tunnel, kind of. You can't really see anything. Everything is just kind of silhouetted around you, and you just see the little tiny shimmers and flecks drifting through the air as well. Out in the distance in the mist, you can see slight glowing of blues and purples that drift past you at a distance.
We'll kind of lean down to Duke, like, so, am I hallucinating from licking the mushroom, or are you seeing this too?
No, this is real. Is this, does this imagery remind me of the imagery we got from Asher?
Vision.
Yes, it does.
Duke will just, mildly elbow and is like, I know you know.
But just making sure that I'm not the only one. I did lick him.
It's reminiscent. I think we're okay.
Well, everybody got your weapons on hand, just in case?
Yep.
Alright, well, in that case then. Kerr, picks up the little, it's basic. I'm assuming he kind of almost completely fits in one hand, but,
Yeah,
Kerr's just doing, 2 hands just to be,
Yeah.
extra safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. We got your baby! Hello!
Hello. Everything stops. The world around you goes silent as just baby, baby.
Dude.
And then in the center of the ship, 2 tall mushroom folk appear, lithe, robed with high neck collars and kind of billowy cloaks that seem to be made out of kind of a frilly natural material. It seems a lot like I don't know what that type of fabric is called. It's like slightly see-through and ripply. Chiffon, yeah. And kind of accentuates their natural form as the large mushroom head, red and white spot kind of take up most of the ship in front of you. They're about 7-8 acorns tall.
Oof.
And they just kind of reach forward, and you don't hear any words. They don't speak. You just get you are all just overwhelmed with an emotion of gratitude as they reach out towards you, Kerr.
Very, very, gently. A lot more delicately than it seems like he would be, considering just, how big he looks around it and how, he always looks really tough. He's, very gently passes him back.
Not by the foot this time.
No. No, not by the foot. Maybe once he's secured over, Kerr does a little with his hands, and then let's go.
The mushroom folk take the child back and kind of look towards you all. Their large, frilled heads tilt towards you and rise back up. They just pause for a moment, and you all blink, and you are back. The mist dissipates. The sounds of the river and the world around you returns. The silver trees start appearing to your right and left. And ahead of you, you see a bankhead. And kind of looking around and looking at your map and seeing how the day has gone, it seems as if you've lost some time. And you've progressed further on than you thought you had. And it seems as if you're at your destination.
Well, that was certainly a weird thing in the woods today, but cute little fellow, wasn't he?
I'm going to miss Dottie.
You're gonna miss his
Smasher.
face.
I'm never gonna call Duke High ever again. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go take a power nap and process that.
Which,
So
as
you want to help me talk the chestnut then, I suppose.
Which, as Screeb lays down for a power nap, and you all kind of start getting towards the bankhead, you run ashore and you hear the sound of, not combat, but you hear a scream from further in, and the gruff voice of "Oh, get back here!" As our time in the past comes to a close. The Briar's Bane, not yet known by that name, continue to venture forth, conquering the fisher, the slaver, meeting their friends Lore and saving them from the slaver, and rescuing a emissary of the Yule Court before venturing forth to find their friend Chester and hopefully Willow. To see how the story continues there, you can very easily go back and watch yourselves. But that is where our flashback comes to an end, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you next time. As always, go touch some moss. Bye, guys.